Okay, good evening to you all. Today is 29 March of 2024. And like I said, I'm going to hold this free webinar on how to get job or how to get NGO job. Like I said, how to get NGO job. That's what we are going to discuss today. So before I start, I want you to first of all to know that if we exhausted our first 40 minutes and we are not done, please use the second link after 5 minutes to rejoin the webinar. Also, if you have any question, please write your question and maybe save it. When it is time for question and answer, you can drop it in the chat and I'll read it loud out to everyone and I'll answer you if you have any question related to what I'm about to discuss. So, as you all know, some of you, I believed, almost all of you, my name is Ahmad Aminu Ahmad, and I'm the CEO and founder of Ahmad Technologies and Consultancy Limited. And today we are going to discuss about how to get NGO job. Like always, in my webinar, like always, I start with outlines. That is what we are to cover for the day. So today we'll have a brief introduction and we'll talk about who are NGOs and categories of NGOs. We'll also talk about skills you need to have before applying for NGO job, what you need to look at while applying for NGO job, your CV, and what you need to have in it. Then we'll have question and answer, and we call it a day after conclusion. That's what we are going to discuss. We have 7 outlines. So let's start with the introduction. A brief introduction on this is that this webinar is for those that are, interested to get an NGO job or to apply for NGO job. And I'm going to talk about things that you need to look at and things that you need to focus on for you to get a NGO job. And I said this because I have a experience in it and I know how NGO pick people, I know how they select people, I know how they hire people to work for them. And that's why I'm going to reveal all that to you and the skills you need to apply for the job. What I want you to know is that uh, NGO jobs normally they don't care about your qualification. That means what you studied in university. Normally, sometimes they don't care about that. What they care about is what are you going to contribute to the organization, that their focus. So I want you to please put what you learn in university for now, put it aside, because we are going to talk about things that will complement what you studied maybe in university. Yes, they can say sometimes they need BSc, they need this, but that's not the main area that they are focusing on. So this is all about this. So let's just get started. Let's go on and start. So who are NGOs? That's what we are going to talk about first, because you need to understand who are these NGOs that you are going to work for, who are they, what they are doing, and how are they different from other maybe organization or entity that we knew. As you know, like I said in my first in my uh post, that NGO, like they are the last hope now for the common man in Nigeria. Normally, because they are the only entity now that we can say they hired people based on their maybe skills and based on their experience, based on merit, and that is so. Who are NGOs? So the word NGO stand for, as you know, it stand for the N stand for uh, non-governmental organization. Normally, all of you, I believe you know what NGO is all about, but who are NGO? So let's discuss this. The meaning of NGO, they are, I just put this, don't worry, it's just long to range. I'm not going to read everything, but it's a just private, non-profit organization that people come together and they establish that for the purpose of attaining a particular goal. And that goal relates to maybe public, social, political, of that is, it can be a political movement or something for betterment of a particular nation or particular location or particular set of people or the world at large. And these private people that comes together, we can find them locally, we can find them national, and we can also find them international. So we can have NGO that is local NGO, we can have national NGO, and we can have international NGO. And this is why a lot of people are in need. They want to get job with them because these people comes normally the one that we are always most of us, I know most of the people want to work with are international NGOs because they paid in foreign currency and they paid their minimum wage is the minimum wage, the standard minimum wage of developed country is what they applied in the same country they are operating. They are doing their things. So you see that why a lot of people are eager to get the job because yeah, you can get a job with them, you'll be paid maybe 700,000, 350, 400, 500, 1 point something million per month. This is what a lot of people are after. So you can find them locally, you can find them nationally, you can find them international. All of them, they are doing for the purpose of just attaining a particular goal. That's what they are doing. So, what we are going to talk about is categories of these NGOs. These are the categories of the NGOs that we have. We have 4 categories of these NGOs. We have those NGOs that are charitable NGOs. We also have developmental, we have operational, and we have advocacy. So there are different types of NGOs that we have. So for the charity NGOs, normally their main concern is just for them to give a direct support, to provide a direct aid to a particular set of maybe people or particular location. That's what these charitable organizations are just after. Normally, that's what they are doing. They just dash people, they just give something, or they just provide something to people. These are the ones that normally we have. We also have this type of charitable NGO. We have like Save the Children. They are part of the NGOs that do that because they will just keep giving things to children just to for them to help them like that. And we also have developmental NGOs. And they are the NGOs that normally they promote a long-term social and economic development. That what this is because they are the NGOs that will come to maybe to operate within a particular period of time to maybe improve the health sector. They're not giving a direct support to people or to individuals, just maybe try to develop the health sector or maybe to create infrastructure on education or something. These are the uh, um, developmental organization that will also have. So we have operationals, and these operationals also they are such type of organization. They focus on project and programs also. That's what they do. They focus on program and projects. They'll just keep doing things that has to do with even them. They are doing things that has to do with health. They're doing things that has to do with maybe protection, all these gender-based violence and other things. We have such categories of NGOs that are into that. We also have advocacy NGOs that are more into like they are just how can I call them like they are putting eyes on things that are happening. They are more of human rights activists. That's what they are into. They advocacy. Maybe they are propagating something, trying to sell their ideas to people, trying to do other things. We have such type of NGOs that are doing that. They're just promoting some uh things that they believed in and they want the same locality maybe to believe in that and to do the same. So they are the advocacy NGOs. And this NGO, some of that you can some of the time you can have them working interchangeably. All of them, maybe charitable will do developmental, or operational will do developmental, or the advocacy will also do that. Some of them will just keep doing things with each other. So you need to please understand this read more about this so that you will know what type of NGO are you going into. And when you are to maybe during interview, you will know what to talk, or you'll know how to respond to their question related to the category of the NGO you are going to work with. So please know them, understand them, so that any NGO that you read about them, you'll know this NGO falls within the category of this particular organization. So this is just for me to give you an overview of what these NGOs is all about. So the main why we are here, I know, is skills you need. Let's talk about these skills you need to have before applying for NGO job. A lot of people are applying for NGO jobs, but some of the time you will keep applying, keep rejecting until you get frustrated, you stop applying and all that thing. It's because you don't have the skills these people required for them to hire you. Sometimes you can pass the oral interview or something like that, but at the end of the day, maybe you don't have other skills for them to hire you at the final stage. Because you can have a person that you can tell he applied for 200 organizations, some 300, some 500, some you keep applying. Sometimes you can keep wasting your time. Believe me, you'll not get the job. You'll not get the job. And the reason why you will not get it is because you don't have what it takes to get the job. The first time I applied for NGO job, I got it. I got the job. And that's why I said, yeah, it's good for me to guide people to apply for it so that you will not waste your time applying for the job, and waste your time at the end of the day without getting the job. But if you have the required skills, believe me, it will not take long time for you to hit or to get the job that you need. It will not take you long time when you focus and when you have all it takes for you to apply the job. So first of all, uh the skills you need, first of all, you need tech skills, communication skills, management skills, and program skills. I just narrow them to four because I'll talk about this for what you need in each and every one of them. I'll talk about this. Please have these skills in you. Some are practical skills, some are just, skills that you need to adapt, you need to have in you. So all this sometimes has nothing to do with, like I said, your qualification. But don't worry, we will reach where we will talk about your qualification in this presentation also. So first of all, let's talk about the tech skill. What are the tech skills that you need? I'll talk about the reason why I'll talk about these tech skills are the skills that are common in every NGO role. Any position that you want to apply for, that you want to get in NGO, whatever you studied, being you a medical doctor, being you a lawyer, being you an engineer, accountant, whatever you think you studied, you need these tech skills. That way I will talk about them alone. But if you need, you can further your, research, you can further your skills to learn more and to get more skills. You can do that. But these tech skills, make sure you have them before you apply for any NGO job. One, this is it. Please know how to operate Windows. That's number one skills that you need. Knows how to operate a computer Windows. Please know that. I'll talk more about this. Also learn how Microsoft Word. Master it, learn it because you'll be working with it. Learn how to work with PowerPoint. Learn how to work with PowerPoint. You will be creating presentations, you will be creating reports, you will be creating a lot of things. Please learn it and understand it. There is someone that goes to interview that has to do with program manager. They just ask him to insert table in Microsoft Word. He doesn't know how to do that. He failed the test and he didn't get the job. Please don't joke with this. Their, what did I call it? Their interview. They will interview you and they will scrutinize you to make sure you know all what they want. Because if you don't know it, they will not work with you. Understand this, because if you learn all this, for them to teach you how to work with their tools is very easy. But learn this. Another thing after PowerPoint, after you master it, then you learn Excel. Make sure you know how to work with Excel. Not only, how can I say, not only Nigerian, in Nigeria, like I told you, all over the world, the NGOs are working with Excel, most of them, and you will not escape working with it also. Please learn Excel. The more you learn it, the more position you can apply and the more you can get the job. Learn it. Lastly, know how to work with internet. We'll talk about that also. Please learn how to work with internet, please. It's something that you need to learn because sometimes you need to do research, you need to do other things. So learn how to work with internet. These are the 5 things that they are common for everybody. Like I said, I just narrow it to this because irrespective of what you studied, irrespective of the position you want to apply it for, irrespective of the organization you want to work with, you need these skills, these tech skills before you apply it for any NGO job. Please learn this, master them, make sure you know how to work with them efficiently. So I'll just talk in brief on some of this, that what you need to focus more on while learning it. So let's start with the, how to operate Windows well. These are the things you need to know in that. Navigate through computer easily, solve many errors that might occur, maybe hiding files, mistakenly deleting files, and all other things. Please know how to do all this. All these are basics of computer. So please understand this and learn them. Save and archive files, how to save files and how to archive files, how to save folders. There are organizations that are testing people on how they can save files. Please understand all this because they can ask you this. Operate keyboard, learn all the keyboard shortcuts. They might ask you during the interview, what are the keyboard shortcuts? They can ask you Control X, Control Z, Control Y. They can ask you that. Please learn it and understand it well. These are what you need when it comes to this. Please, if you understand this, don't worry. Go ahead. You can move to the next and start on learning this. For Microsoft Word, how to type very fast. Please learn that. Most of the NGO jobs are like, it's just emergency job. Always, they are always in need of something. In how can I call it? It's like an emergency. They're in need of something urgent. Every time they are in need of something urgent, please learn how to type very fast. Learn that. It will help you a lot. During their interview, sometimes they can give you something to type for them to measure your accuracy and your timeliness and completeness of any of the work. So please, they can test you on that. Please learn it. It will help you a lot. Learn how to customize and edit any document. Please learn that because you'll be dealing with a lot of templates. They can have their reporting template, they can have their schedule of activities template, they can have their different templates. Please learn how to edit and customize any Microsoft Word document. Learn that, please. Another thing, you need to learn how to create several documents. For example, how to write memo, how to write maybe a report, maybe how to write a maybe how feedback report. I said feedback report, how to write a lot of things. Learn how to do that, please. How to write formal letter, how to write a lot of things in Microsoft Word. Please learn that because you will be dealing with a lot. How to design in Microsoft Word also will help you. Please learn that. How to design maybe letterhead, how to design maybe a report, because you must learn how to put a lot of pictures, learn how to customize your report, put pictures, attach pictures, put a lot of notes related to the pictures and whatever. Please learn that. Learn that in Microsoft Word. Please learn that. Another thing is keep learning it every day. There are a lot in it, and you'll it will help you a lot when you learn how to work with it, because the more you learn it well, the more it will be easier for you to do any work that is given to you. Another thing has to do with PowerPoint. Please learn how to create presentation and reports with PowerPoint. Learn that. You will keep presenting, giving reports, and doing a lot of things using PowerPoint. Please learn PowerPoint well because it will help you a lot. Another thing is learn how to create presentation with PowerPoint. Learn that, please. How to create a mind-blowing presentation, very good presentation. Because some of your presentation, they are taking them to Geneva. They're taking them outside Nigeria. They're taking them somewhere. Learn how to create a very good presentation. You don't know where that presentation will go, and you don't know where that presentation will take you to. I know a lot of people that because of their presentation, they are at a high level and they reach, they reach a high position in that. So please learn it so that when you get, even if it's a small position, from there, your expertise, the way you put your, skills into it, you'll get a higher level and a great job with that. So learn how to create a report. I talk about that also, and learn how to animate, use your report and your presentation with PowerPoint, and also keep learning it. And please learn infographics with PowerPoint because they love that. A lot of NGOs love that. You can have a whole NGO without a person with the skills of infographics. So they are taking the infographics to someone outside the organization. If, for example, you are lucky to be there and you have that skill, believe me, you will be loved by everybody. And before you know it, that skill alone will, take you where you never think of. So move to Excel. For Excel, please, just learn how to work with Excel, what Excel can do, how to create table, how to insert data in Excel. Believe me, most of the data you're going to insert is going to be in Excel. Even if you are using database, at the end of the day, you'll download it in Excel. You'll analyze the data. You'll do a lot of things with it. So please learn that. The relevant formula and functions, know as many as you can, please. It will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. You can go to an organization that have no idea what concatenate is, how to use trim formula, how to use len formula, how to use left, right, mid formulas. Please learn all such function. It will help you a lot to discharge your task. Please. Data entry, processing, analysis, and visualization. This is common for every NGO. Learn this. If you have it, believe me, just save it aside. Don't worry. It will come in handy one day. So keep learning it every day. There are a lot of things in it, like has to do with automation and other things, because if you learn Excel a lot, so sometimes most of your analysis will be monthly analysis. So if you automate Excel, you just create it, and every time you just click on one button and it will automate everything for you. You'll do your work without wasting much time doing the same thing at the end of every month. So most of the work is periodic work. Maybe at the end of every month, you will create a report or you will analyze data. So if you automate that with Excel, you make your work easy and you'll do it the way you want. So this is for Excel. So for the internet, like I said, just learn how to connect your computer with internet, learn how to send and receive email, especially with attachment. Please learn that. You can't be hired with NGO and you're not sending mails, you're not sending emails, you're not sending attachments. My brother, please learn this so that you not go there and embarrass yourself. Learn that before you get the job. Please learn how to send email, how to receive email, how to download attachment, how to attach something and send. Learn that and learn how to use online storage like Google Drive, Outlook. There are lots of NGOs nowadays that are using online storage. Please learn how to work online, how to work with online storage. Please learn that, because some of these NGOs now, they are no longer saving their files online. They are using box. They are using a lot of online storage to save their files there. So please learn how to do that so that you know how to upload a file online, how to share it online, how to work with it online. It will help you. Please learn how to compose an email, how to write a very good looking email, and also keep surfing the internet to improve yourself every day. So these are what you need that has to do with tech skills. So let's talk about the communication skills. In the communication skills, you're going to talk about to learn this. I'll just mention some few things that you need to learn and have, please, in communication skills. One, write written communication. Please learn how to write a very good English, how to write good essay, or how to write a very good report with very good you know I can say English and whatever. Please learn that. You'll keep writing a lot. Sometimes you'll be asked to write a letter to your governor, to your commissioner, to your director, to your a lot of different head of villages and others. Learn how to write. So reporting skills, you need to learn how to write a report, please. Something happened, learn how to write a report, a very good narrating report. These are all things that if you ask me where are you going to go and learn them, I'll just say conduct your research and learn them. I don't know any school where maybe I can say, okay, go to this school, you are going to learn that. It's just a self-discipline for you to focus on these skills and learn them well. Please learn how to write a very good looking report. Language skills, this will help you. Please, if you know you are only proficient in one language, please make sure you know other, like at least two more languages in your life. For example, English, Hausa, for example, then you add Arabic or French, or English, Yoruba, French, or English, Igbo. At least have three languages that you are proficient in them. At least this will help you a lot. Please, you need these language skills because some of these organizations that are operating maybe in northern Nigeria, you are from southern Nigeria, you can't understand Hausa, for example. Believe me, most of them will not hire you because you will be interacting with Hausa community, and the people you are going to meet in rural areas, they don't know any word in English. So you need to learn Hausa. So if you have Hausa as your skill, again, maybe you are Yoruba from Lagos, you know English, you know Hausa, then you know Yoruba. Believe me, you will get it because it's an advantage too. This language skill is something that please have it. Communication methods, you need this. You need to learn different communication methods. Maybe all these email way of sending message, chats, all these. Please learn how to do that. It's something that somebody doesn't know how to chat. We only keep sending voice note. Please learn how to type in chat and how to talk and how to do things. It will help a lot. Presentation skills, I talk about it in PowerPoint. You need to learn that presentation skills. How are you going to present in audience? A lot of people will be there. You are holding a program. You are the, convener. You are going to conduct the program from A to Z. Nobody will talk to you. You are the owner. You create the agenda. You follow the agenda. You do. Please learn that. Nobody will help you because as far as it's concerned, the NGO will assume you knew it, so that you will not start calling people and say you don't know how to do that. So we have negotiation skills. Please learn this negotiation skills. You will be dealing with people sometimes. Let's say, for example, you're working with WHO, people doesn't want to get vaccinated. You must learn how to please appeal to people, talk to them, like do whatever you can. Try as much as you can to be as smart as you can be so that even during interview, that will help you a lot when you have this skill. So please try to learn that also. Have confidence in you. So that's something that you need to work with your confidence. If you are not confident enough, it will be difficult for you to pass interview. Emotional intelligence, you need to have that. Skills also will help you because don't allow any emotion to cloud your judgment if you're working with them and the rest. Because one mistake, one single mistake, these people will just, they will not hesitate. They will not give it a second thought. They will discharge you tomorrow. No pension, no gratuity. Don't worry. They will just take you away. And if you lack any skills and they detect that you are not delivering to their test, believe me, these people will just take you away and you will no longer work with them anymore. So all these are the communication skills. And if you have more, please learn more as much as you can. It will help you a lot. So there are management skills that has to do with planning. Learn how to plan things, please. Learn how to do that. You are not a program planner or event planner, but now you are becoming a planner. Please learn how to plan programs, how to plan activities. Learn that. Decision making is a skill that you need to have also. Have that decision making skills. It's a skills. It's just a process. Somebody know how to call, how to make a call. Learn how to make a decision so that your decision will be a very positive decision whenever you make a decision. Because like I told you, these NGOs, sometimes they will take you to maybe a village, they'll take you to rural area, high risk area where you are alone. You are just to implement what they want. You are the one to make your decision. After you come back, you report back. Learn how to do that. It's a skill. Problem solving is another something that you need to have. Leadership skills. Please have this leadership skill. It will help you a lot. And also, we are done with these management skills. Let's talk about program skills. So you need advocacy skills. Most of the time, you'll be going to a lot of village head. You'll be going to a lot of stakeholders, talking to them, telling them about the organization. And when they hired you, especially you are from the local area, you are the one to do all that. They are not the one, because maybe they can be white people, they can be not from Nigeria, so they will not go there to conduct that advocacy. You are the one to do that. So please make sure you have advocacy skills. Administrative skills also will help you a lot. Please have that to help you. Monitoring and evaluation skills, if you like, please have that also. Team collaboration, learn how to work in team, because all the NGO works is not single. You are not going to do them single-handedly. You have a lot of people on top of you, a lot of people maybe under you. So you are working as a team, you are working as a sector, you're working as a program. So learn how to work in team. Please learn that. It will help you a lot also. So these are the 4 things that you need to have, that you need to learn in this. So let's move to this. What you need to look at while applying for NGO jobs. So now we are done with the skills. I talk about all the skills you need: the tech skills, the management skills, the program skills, the communication skills. Please work on your on that. Work on that. It's only tech skill that I can say, okay, yeah, you can go to a computer school to learn that. You can go somewhere to learn that. But communication skills, yeah, there are some certain special schools that are doing them, special centers that are teaching people on that. But most importantly, if you can't find any, please work on that. Of communication skills, the program skills, the management skills, learn them on your own, have them in you. So now let's move to this. What you need to look at while applying for NGO job. You are not going to just apply for any job every time. That's not how it works. Because you will just see a job, you just go ahead and apply this and that. No, there are things you need to look at, there are things you need to focus on. At least when you look at them, make sure you understand everything before you applied for the job, please. 1, job description. Read the job description well. What did they need? What is the job all about? And this is where sometimes, even if the job can be related to maybe health, but if you have a skills, even though you are not a health maybe personnel, and the job didn't require someone maybe to have special, or to have maybe, what do they call it, this license and whatever. Maybe it just requires someone with the experience. When you read the job description and you realize you have the skill, you can do it, or you work somewhere on that, please, you can apply for the job. But make sure you understand the job description. And take note, that job description is what will help you to negotiate the salary. If you know there are a lot of things in the job description, and while looking at the salary, or maybe while doing the interview, they ask you the salary range, please make sure you said what is, related to what you are going to do. Don't just be a donkey to them, because these people, some of them will just come and exploit you. Just because you are looking for a job, any job that comes to you, they will give you job description. That would be 1,000 things that you are going to do, or let me just say 100 things you are going to do for them. At the end of the day, they are giving you 300,000, 200,000. Please, you will kill yourself, please. You will kill yourself. At the end of the day, after maybe 15 years of that donkey things, you are just working for them like that. They just maybe discharge you, they pack their things and they leave Nigeria. They kill your career, they kill your body, and they just you know, drop you somewhere. So please make sure you read the job description, you understand it, you know what you can. If you cannot do it, don't apply for the job. Even if you can do it, negotiate the salary with them. If the salary is okay, do it. If it is not okay, please don't do it. Some of them, the job description will require you to be going to a rural area every day. Their salary will be 200,000. If you count how much it will take you to go there, or something like that, or maybe even you are going there, you are wasting your money, you don't have a house there, you rent, please do the calculation, understand the job description. Okay, before you apply, we'll take a practical on that. I'll open some website for you where I will show you website that you can search for the job and how to read job description, how to do that. We'll just go ahead and do that. I'll show you this in this webinar. Even though we have 2 minutes to go, so after 5 minutes, like I said from the beginning, use the second link that I sent you in the mail. Use the second link after 5 minutes to rejoin, and we continue from where it ends. So I'm continuing. Let me just go. So the next thing, after you read the job description, you understand what job description is all about, then you read the requirements of the job. Please read the requirement. Like I said, if it requires a license, some of them will say, okay, this job description, BSc, they can say BSc in accounting or any other relevant qualification. That means everybody can apply. Even if I have a BSc in Arabic or BSc in Islamic studies, I can apply since it's a relevant qualification. Since there's any other qualification, even not relevant, any other qualification, in as much as it's BSc, you can apply. So read the requirements well. Read the requirements. Sometimes, please, don't say you must have all the requirements before you applied. That's not how it works. Sometimes, even them, they knew nobody. Because sometimes there are requirements. If a person has such requirement, he will never apply for the job with them. There are certain jobs that are like that. If someone has such requirement, he will never come and apply for that job. So make sure you have some of the core requirements. If you have some of the core requirements that they need, please, you are qualified. Go ahead with the job. But if you look at it and you don't have any of the requirements, sometimes you will see in the requirement, they'll just say preferred master's minimum qualification, master's degree, and you only have NCE. Please don't apply. Or you have BSc. Please don't apply. Don't apply. You'll just waste your time. And sometimes, yeah, if you want, maybe you are lucky, apply. Maybe they will call you. If nobody apply with MSc, maybe they can consider you. Yeah, they can. I'm telling you, sometimes they can. They can. But don't have high hope in such jobs. Please don't have a high hope in them, because there is every tendency you don't have the requirements, so they will not even consider you from the beginning. Okay. Like I said, you need to read the job description and read the requirements. The next thing after that is location. Look at the location where the organization need to fill a particular position. Mostly, those that are residents of a particular location are more preferred by the NGO than someone who is not a resident. I didn't say indigenous. I say residents. Where you based, where you are, they prefer to hire someone who is living in that particular place. Why? Because their belief is you are familiar with the people, you are familiar with the location, you are familiar with a lot of things. You are familiar with even the culture, the tradition of that place, and it will be easier for them to work with the locals than for them to work with those that are not locals. And also, most of these our ministries and most of our governments, they preferred organization to work with their people within their states. You can't come to Zamfara, for example, or you go to Sokoto and you carried people from Anambra. All of them are the ones that are implementing in Sokoto state. You see, the government will not even allow that. And also, let me tell you this, the reason why they are focusing on locals always is because even the people that are benefiting, that is the beneficiaries of that program, will only trust those that have the same ideology with them. And that's what is happening. You too, you will believe in that. So please mostly focus on the location. But there are certain locations that, yes, you can apply. For example, place like Abuja, or maybe you've been to any place or you have address in that place. Please use that and apply it. Maybe it's after when you are working with them, maybe they need another position, another state. So that one you don't need, they are not going to focus on the location. Yeah, you can move. Sometimes even if the location is not that far from you, you can. I'm just saying that you can apply, but the focus will always be on. The focus will always be on those that are locals and those that are residents. Only maybe when they didn't get those that are locals, then they prefer those that are maybe not from the same location. But please, watch the location. Don't go and always applying from Ebonyi, Ikiti, this and that. Okay, you are going to work in Ebonyi. Most of the people, or Ikiti, most of the people in Ikiti, they speak pure Yoruba. You cannot speak single word in Yoruba. They send you to another village in this within the state. How are you going to interact with the people? So this is why they will not waste their time to maybe even look at your CV. You are from Zamfara, you are Hausa native speaker, you don't understand Yoruba, and you are applying for a job in Ekiti. So please, location matters, and we'll look at that also during our tour to this our website. We'll go there and see. So another thing is qualification and experience. I talk about that in requirements, but I want to talk about it specifically, especially the experience. You see, uh, these NGOs are only after your experience normally. The focus is on your experience. They need your experience. But sometimes there are specific jobs that they will need qualification coupled with the experience. For example, if you are a lawyer, they can say they need at least someone who has 5 years post-call. So if you don't have 5 years post-call, you see you are not qualified, even though you have the qualification, but you don't have the working experience up to 5 years. And this is where working experience matters. All this working experience that they need, they will mention a particular year. 10 years working experience, 5 years working experience, 2 years working experience. And I have a post on my Facebook. Maybe I'll share the link with you when I'm sharing the video link to you. I will search and see if I can get it. How are you going to acquire working experience so that this NGO will not scare you when they say they need 10-year experience? You will start asking yourself, where did I get 10-year experience to apply for something? Sometimes your experience starts when you start learning. That when you are going to calculate it sometime. And this is why always I tell people, you always have something to do in your life. Don't see you are just a jobless. For example, you term yourself as jobless and you're not doing anything, waiting for a job to come from the top or from the sky just to fall in your room, something like that. That's not how it works. You don't have a job. Okay, fine. That's time for you to build yourself. Build yourself so that when the job comes, you are ready and you are prepared. So please go somewhere, volunteer. I want to volunteer, not only teaching, because it's only teaching. A lot of people are going and volunteering. It's not only teaching. Go somewhere where they are doing something that maybe that's the career that you want to work with. Tell them, please, I want to volunteer. I don't need anything. You don't need to pay me. If you don't have even a right to go there, please go by by your leg. Just go that. Don't worry. You are building yourself, and anything you are doing there is something that you will put in your CV. It's a working experience. And working experience, if, when you said it, they will ask you about it. And you can't lie for when it comes to working experience, you can't lie about it. When you're talking about working experience, when people are listening to you, they knew you have it. Nobody will tell you what to say when it comes to working experience. That's why you need to start building your career. Go somewhere and volunteer. Please volunteer. Because most of these jobs that you will say you want, they will say we need someone with 5 years working experience, 3 years working, 10 years working, minimum, most of them, minimum 5 years. So you don't have 5 years working experience, and you graduated since 2010. You are a graduate since 2010, and you don't have 5 years working experience. No, and you need to have working experience from different sector. Since I'm just a volunteer, okay, I will do 1 year here, 2 years here, 3 years here, 4 years. Just keep doing it. So that when you are applying for all these NGOs jobs, you have the experience to put. You have something that is relevant, because when you are putting your working experience, we'll talk about it under CV. You are going to put working experience that is relevant to the role you are applying for. Please take note on that. That's why I always love, you don't use single CV to apply for multiple jobs. You need to have difference every time you are applying for a job. You will update your CV. You have to update your CV. You're not going to have single CV for every job. That's not how it works. So please, we'll talk about that, don't worry. But this is for qualification and experience. When you are a graduate, for example, please start acquiring experience right from today, right from today. Tomorrow start. Or maybe on Monday or on Tuesday. Okay, Monday is good, Esther Monday. So on Tuesday start. Just go somewhere. Okay, I'm a graduate, I studied, I'm not doing anything. But please, I want to come here, I want to learn something. By working with them, you can learn communication skills, you can learn program skills, you can learn tech skills, you can learn management skills by working with them. They can assign a position to you. That position is a leadership skills. You can learn it. I can say, okay, I was a one-time manager in a particular place. NGO will love that. They will love that. Yeah, since you, sometimes they will even ask you, have you ever been a, what do they call it? Being a leader, or being a somebody, like maybe you are a leader for up to 10 people or 20 people. Or maybe if it has to do with training, they'll say, have you ever trained people that are up to 20 or 30 or 50? All these are questions they will ask you that are related to our experience. And this working experience that you are seeing, they're not going to hire you until you provide them with letter from where you have been before, where you work before. These places that you are working are the places that if you go there, you ask them, please write something nice. I'm giving it to this organization. They will write it for you and you will give it to them. Because nobody, they will not hire you if you never been to somewhere. These people will not hire you because they're not going to teach you anything. They want someone with experience. They'll just tap from the experience. When they are done with you, they will just dispose you. That's the end of you. So if you don't have anything to offer, they are not going to hire you. So you need to have experience, please. Start acquiring working experience right from today. Don't just sit down and think you will get a job. These people will not hire you. Just waste your time. Okay, so after this qualification and experience, so after this, when you are qualified with this, so go ahead and apply for the job. So I'm going to stop the presentation here. Let's just take a tour on some website before we come back and discuss about CV. That's what we are going to talk about when we come back. Then I will just look at what we discussed here: the job description, the requirement, location, and qualification and experience. So we'll look at this in different websites. I'll send the link of all the website to you so that you can go there if you like, keep applying. Don't worry. If you have all what I said, you have the required skills, you read everything clearly, it will not take you much time. You will get the job. Believe me, you will get the job. All you need is consistency. Keep applying and make sure you followed it well. You applied the jobs that you know you are qualified to apply for. When you do that, you are okay for it. So don't worry, I'll just stop the sharing of my screen. I'll open my browser, then I will come back within 1 minute. Okay, I'm sharing my screen back again because I opened my browser. So these are the website. Let me just open this. Okay, so all these websites, like I said, I'm going to send the link to you, not all, even all or something like that. I'll just send the link to you so that you can, go through them and you can apply. You can just search for the job, go through any job that you see is relevant to you, can apply for the job. First of all, I recommend this ngojobsite.com because it's one of the website in Nigeria that are publishing all the adverts related to non-governmental organizations, whether local, whether national, whether NGOs and everything. So you can go there. And one thing about this website, because please, can you hear me well? So it's within by state, by location. I talk about location. So if I'm from Zamfara, I'll just click on Zamfara. Then let me click on Zamfara State. So I will look at the vacancies. You see, MSF, they are hiring people from Zamfara. You see, they just published it yesterday. This is 29, so it's 28. They want special technician at, you see, Medicine Sans Frontiers. So they need someone from Zamfara. In Zamfara office, they need this position. So you see, go ahead and keep scrolling to, even WHO are looking for driver. You see, e-health are looking for secretary to the incident manager. So all this is where you are going to see health manager at, international. If you are qualified, you have it, you go ahead and click. Then we are going to click on one now. Let's just click on this one that they just published yesterday. Okay. You see, this logistics supervisor, for example, like I told you, if you want to get working experience, you just go to a local organization. Local organization, they will not pay you. They are not doing maybe anything much. They don't even have money. They are just like all these, I can call them all these, social media influencers. Okay, I'm going to work as a logistics supervisor for you. Or at that position. That maybe that where you want to pursue your career. So you work with them, like for example, 2 months, 3 months, up to a year. Like give it like 1 year. Minimum You have that experience of logistics supervisor with them. Anywhere you are applying for logistics supervisor position, you have experience, you have working experience, and you will put that working experience. And that's what these NGOs need. So that where you will acquire knowledge. So you learn from other NGO, then you apply to get a job to bigger NGOs. So you learn from small NGOs or from small entities or from small organization. Then you applied when you acquired enough experience, then you apply to bigger NGOs. That's how it works. So go ahead, you can go ahead and search for them. There are a list of a lot of NGOs within the state. Search for the NGOs within your state. Talk to them. Okay, I'm just a graduate. Yeah, I don't know much, but I know how to work with Excel. I know how to work. Please, before you start applying, like I told you, even these local NGOs, make sure you have such skills that I told you, especially the tech skills. Make sure you have the tech skills, please. Okay, so let's scroll down. This is it. So you can read about the organization. Yeah, go ahead and read about it. Just go ahead, you see this, the organizations are international. So this is INGO. So some of them will be national, like I told you, some of them will be local. So this is INGO is international organization. So yeah, this is what a lot of people are looking for to get into international organization because the paid in the scale of their payment is standard and is good. So you look at the location. So the contract is Talata Mapara, you know, is Mafara here in Zamfara is a local government. So it's a contract job is 9-month definite contract with possibility of renewable. So they will give you 9 months. After that 9 months, they can renew it if they want. If they can't, they'll just discharge you. So take note, all the NGO job, most of it is not permanent. So don't get NGO job and just, you know, stretch your legs thinking that the end of the, what can I call it? That the end of the road. Please don't do that. That's not how NGOs works. That's not how it works. They can discharge you anytime. Please don't rely on it 100%. Just do 50-50. You are like 50% in, 50% out. That's how it works. Okay. So read everything. All these are the description, general accountability. You see, all these are what they want from you. Super. You see, main objective as the responsibility of this position. That's the first thing you need to read. Supervising the daily logistic activities and providing maintenance. So, do you know how to supervise daily logistic activities? Do you have experience on that? Have you ever worked somewhere in that? Even if it had to do with your mosque or in a church or in your organization or association or foundation, have you ever worked that? If you have that experience, it's okay. Put it aside. So look at all these accountabilities that they want from you. Monitoring, maintenance, you see, this monitoring maintenance, if you don't know how to work with Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel, how are you going to monitor something? You're not going to record it. You're not going to do all that. So please learn that, how to monitor that, because you will be recording a lot of things. Maybe you give something, you bring back something, someone takes something. How are you going to monitor all that? So like that, ensuring the check and follow up of facilities. You need to do that. Planning together with the line manager, the required checks and maintenance activities. All this, read them. Make sure you can do all this and take note. Under this, you know that, okay, this job has a lot of things that are, the job is big, so I will be tired to do it. Make sure you read everything. If they told you the salary and the salary is not okay for you, then because you know what you are going to work, you know how you are going to work, please don't take the offer. Go ahead and keep applying for other jobs. Allow them to go. Unless maybe you want to acquire more experience, you can just work. If not, please, if you're not okay with the job, don't accept it. I'm not going to, just tell you that any job that comes to your door, just accept the job. Sometimes it's better to volunteer in local organization and work with them with happiness than to work with other NGOs. Believe me, because some of them will exploit you, will kill you. I told you there. They will kill your career. They will exhaust you. Just because you need dollars, you need to get money. That doesn't mean you will kill yourself. But at the end of the day, you will not eat that money with happiness. So I'm not trying to encourage anybody to move into that just because you are in need of money. Okay. So there are other things that in charge of managing OPs, in charge of all, just read this. So we come to this requirement and qualification. I told about that. I say qualification and experience. This is where they put them. So look at the criteria. To apply for this role, you must meet the following criteria. You see, essential secondary education and formal technical training. This is what they want. So you see, this position is very okay. What you need is experience now. Do you have experience in that? That's something they need. So that's number one thing. Please take note on this. Just secondary certificate is okay. Then experience. This is what they need in experience. At least 1 year in MSF or 2 years in a similar post out of MSF. You see, this is what I've been telling you. Now, if you work in a local organization for 2 years, you can apply for this position because maybe you have BSc and you work in maybe local organization, and that local organization, you spend 2 years there, and you know, you work as a logistic officer there or logistic manager there. You can apply and tell them I'm even a logistic manager in that NGO. And they don't care whether the NGO is local or they don't care about that. Even if it is a company or somewhere, they don't care about that. What they want is what? For you to demonstrate the experience. And if you have the experience, it's okay. They will hire you. So you see, this is something people from Zamfara, please, if you are listening to me and you know you have this experience, the only they need is secondary school and this. Then you see languages. I talk about that language skill. At least they need you to have English essential and what? Hausa language desirable. So you need to have English and you need to have Hausa. That what is desirable. They want that also. So at least you are a local. They will hire you. You are a local since you can speak Hausa and you can speak English. So for knowledge, so you see another knowledge they want essential. You see essential computer literacy, Microsoft Word and Excel. You see, while I'm preparing my presentation, I know all this. You are seeing what I'm telling you there. This is a practical of it. I didn't know about this job. I didn't know about this, but I knew NGO, that's what they are after. You see, we talk about Microsoft Word. We talk about Excel. You see, this is what they want, and it's essential. They want you to have skill in Microsoft Word. They want you to have skill in what? Microsoft Excel. So this is what's showing you that what I've been telling you, that's the tech skills they want to see in you. Forget about learning programming language, C Sharp, C++, JavaScript. These NGOs are not even up to that. They don't even care about that skill. That skill is for you. Now we are talking about normal computer skills they want to see in you. So please make sure you have Microsoft Word and whatever. Competency, result and quality orientation. All these are just hard skills that you need. That I talk about the communication skills, the management and program. You see, result and quality orientation, teamwork. I talk about teamwork, cooperation, behavioral flexibility, commitment to MSF principles. You see, stress management. All these are disciplines that you need to have in you. Once you have this, you are qualified. Once you have from this education, these are the requirements for the job. And these requirements are very simple. They are very easy. They are very easy. If you have it, you are qualified. If you have it, you are qualified. Just apply for the job and pray. That's the last thing you are going to do. So you see application closing on 8 April. So you see they published it yesterday, 28th. So they give it to 8. So on 8 April, they will close the application by 4 p.m. And method of application, if you want, just click here. Then you click the link. I can just open it in a new tab. Go ahead and just fill the form. You see, just go ahead. Fill everything after that you submit the form. That's all. That's all. You apply for the job. So this is how it works. So let's go somewhere so that we not my job MAG, that is myjobmag.com. It's also another website where you can see a lot of NGO and a lot of not even NGO, even limited companies that we are limited liability companies that we have in Nigeria. You see them trying. So this website is more of a lot of different organizations. You can just come and search whatever, maybe child protection officer, this and that, whatever you want. You see Plan International are recruiting. Just click on it, go through what they are recruiting. I'll drop the link of all these websites to you and apply. So let me come to another website so that we can just see another website so that we so that this website NGO jobs in Africa also. So there is protection coordinator in Nigeria. You see, Maiduguri, Nigeria. So this PUI is just international organization also. To open it, let's just go and see the job description so that you will have more experience on how to view all this. So you see, it's 4-month fixed term contract. You see, with its 40 years of experience, all this is about the organization. Don't worry. So let's scroll down. So let's scroll down. So all this about the NGO. So you read it. Focus on our activity in Nigeria. All this about them. Let me just scroll down. Okay. So this is the job description. Yeah, this is the job description. What about the protection coordinator? So you see, as protection coordinator, you'll be responsible for the development, implementation of missions, operational protection strategy, as well as quality of current and future current protection programs, the design, implementation, monitoring, and operation phases. You will build the capacity of the mission. You see, all these, read them. Have you ever done that? Do you have experience on that? The challenges that awaits you, you see, to secure enough funds to meet ambition, to even today someone asked me, did I have experience on fundraising? I don't. I told him I don't. The experience I know I have is budget planning, budget implementation. You see, that's what I knew, what I can. But when it comes to, how to get budget, how to get funds, I don't know how to do that. I don't have experience on that. And it's something that if I want, maybe I will start building my career on that. I'll go to these local NGOs and tell them, okay, I want to work as maybe fundraiser. Maybe, what do they call it? There is this name of the position they talk about it. If I can do, maybe I'll start, the fundraising for them to get a budget, to get a funds for them, this and that, write proposal for them to different donors so that they will give them money, this and that. All this, if I have that, I can do it for them. So what you will need to succeed: training, experience, skills, quality, all these are what they need. Please read everything. Read it. PU will ever, this is the income. You'll have 2,600 to 3,130 depending on your experience, international solidarity, minimum APT, all this. This is what your monthly salary is: 2,650 to 3,650 euro. So it's almost about 3 point something million to 4 million. So this is all something that, yeah, if you have the capacity, please go ahead, you can apply. So I'll read all this. You read it. If you want to apply this, apply for this job, everything like I told you, like I shown you in the first example. You read everything. Do you have the qualification? Let me see if they put the qualification. What they need: experience. I see something, 5 working days. I see experience somewhere. They didn't even put what they want. They didn't even put it. Okay, skills, you master project management. You see, this is the skills that they want: master project management, quality monitoring team. You demonstrate capacity, this and that. This is what they want to see. This is what they want to see in you. So you read it. If you are qualified, please, then you go ahead and submit your CV and apply. You see, it's a good pay, and if you are okay with it, then you go ahead and do that. So this is all about it. I will send the link to all these websites in the email. After this webinar, I will send the link to you. Then you can go ahead and start exploiting the website. But like I told you, before you applied, make sure you have the above experience and above skills that we talk about. Please make sure you have them before you applied. Please make sure you have that. So let's go back to our presentation so that we complete it and call it a day. We have few times to. Yeah, I'll share my screen now. I'm sorry, I'll share my screen right now. Yeah, I believe you can see my screen. So, like I said, make sure these four things that I mentioned, please make sure you read them, you have them before you apply it, and all the skills that I mentioned in this presentation. So let's talk about the CV and what you need to have in your CV. The traditional way of making CV, that's not how you are going to do that. I've been seeing a lot of CVs. Some people are disqualifying themselves right from their CV. Believe me, right from their CV. I saw someone using different font, different size, everything is different on his CV. No justification. This one is this angle. This one is like I have no. I asked myself, this person, how did he even print it and submit it? And he needs a job, and this job he will be paid around thousands of money for the job, and he can't make a very good looking one-page CV. That you see, please, you have to be serious, and your CV has to look nice for them to consider you, please. So make it concise. Make your CV concise. That traditional way of creating CV with 20 pages, 30 pages, nobody has time to do that. All the HR department people are busy. If you send your CV with 5 pages, 3 pages, 2 pages, my brother, there is every tendency these people will not even call you because they will not even read it. They will not read it. Make it concise. Now, the traditional way of creating CV is only one page. It's just a resume. It's one page. Make it one page so that when they look at it, they will only look at your experience and your location if they want, maybe qualification. That's all. Then if you are qualified, they will call you. If you are not, they will just discard it. Please stop making it that bulky. And also, I will share, don't worry about all this CV. I will share a link with all where you will get a template for the CV and where you can, how to design CV. I will share the links to you also after this, then you can have it. Focus on mentioning your working experience and skill rather than your certificate. Please. It's not your certificate they are after. Don't go and start mentioning you have certificate in MSS certificate, you have club certificate, you have SAID certificate of NYSC. Please, my brother, nobody is interested in that. Nobody. Stop mentioning such certificates that are, I can't call them, it's just a certificate that are of no use. Mention certificates that are relevant. Mention your experience, working experience. That's what they are after, please, and your skills. Okay. Then include experience that are only relevant to the role you are applying. That's why I told you, you can't keep applying NGO jobs with the same CV. Every time there is NGO job, you send it your CV. Every time you are sending your CV, my brother, you will not get that job. You are wasting your precious time. Nobody will hire you because they want to see your CV is, yes, they knew you have different experience, but the only thing they want is something that is relevant to the job you are applying for. It's relevant to what the job you're applying for. For example, now I'm a lawyer. I'm applying to work as a legal counsel to maybe a company or something. I'm not going to put anything that has to do with NGO. I'm not going to put anything that has to do with computer. Maybe I'll just put my skills, my proficiency, maybe there. But what I'm going to put, I'll put my skills that are related to secretarial jobs, that are related to law. That's what I will put on. So you must keep editing your CV based on the role you are applying. Don't think you are going to stick with. I know there are people that have CV since 2003. Their CV is intact. Every time there is a job vacancy, they will photocopy it and go and submit. My brother, that's not how it works. Make sure your CV is up to date whenever you are applying for the job. Make sure everything is relevant and correlate with the job you're applying. Keep updating your CV and put the skills, put the working experience only that are relevant to the job you're applying. You apply for logistic officer. Nobody is in need of your role in university. Maybe you are a financial secretary in university in Zamsa or in somewhere, any political place. Nobody is in need of that. Okay. So the next thing is mention your professional certificate if any, but only those that are relevant. Yes, if you are that's why they don't need your school certificate. They knew our school are not teaching us what they're supposed to. They only need you to give them your professional certificates. Okay, I did professional certificate on data analytics. I did professional certificate on management, program management. I did professional certificate on advocacy. I did professional certificate on CAP. This is what they want to see. Please don't mention your certificate like I told you. SAID certificate, club certificate, this certificate that has to do with you, auditor general in this organization. Please, nobody is in need of that. Okay, so this is all what we am going to discuss about. Let's just call it, let me stop here. We are going to stop here. I'm recording everything. I'll put all the videos together and share the link with you also. So if you have a question, we only have 5 minutes. That's all what we have. We only have 5 minutes. Please, if you have a question, please drop your question. I will answer it because after this 5 minutes, the time is, expired and we are all tired. We'll call it a day. Everyone will go home. So if you have a question, drop your question in the chat. Drop your question in the chat. I will read it and I will answer you. If you have a question related to what we did, if you don't have a question, I will, stop the sharing and I will just conclude so that we'll call it a day. And I wish you all the best. And I believe some of you will get the job. Inshallah, if you follow this that we just discussed, you will get the job. Believe me, anywhere you are, even though I know the audience that are those that are not from Nigeria, I believe anywhere you are, because NGO, their standard of hiring people is the same worldwide, is the same. It's the same. So you don't need to, maybe you are in Nigeria, you are in whatever country you are from. If you stick to this, you can get the job because the standard that they are hiring people is the same anywhere. So please, if you have a question, you can ask. If you don't have a question, we can call it a day. Okay, someone said what category of NGO I mentioned earlier with one, which one can use to hire it? Any category of NGO. I told you their work mostly are interchangeable. I just mentioned the categories for you. The reason why I mentioned it is for you to have, a glimpse of what NGOs are all about. I told you we have charitable, developmental, operational, advocacy. I just tell you what they are. And all of them, they are hiring any position they want. Not only data, take note, it's difficult for you to see an NGO hiring data analyst. It's very difficult to see that. You will find that skill inside other NGOs. I have a post on my Facebook also where I mention different skills that a data analyst can apply at NGO, where I mention about program manager sometimes. You can apply for monitoring and evaluation officer. You can apply for program assistant. You can apply for logistics. There are different things that you can apply, but it's difficult for you to see them, advertising for data analyst per se. It will be very difficult to see that. But take your experience, look at it. Like I told, I'll give you the website. Go ahead and check the websites. And do they use to ask the what portfolio or any working experience? Where are you when we are talking about working experience? I did talk about working experience a lot. And you are telling me, are they going to ask you working experience? Nobody will hire you if you don't have working experience, please. Nobody. So have this in you. Nobody is not like Nigerian jobs where you will buy upper and just continue. They will ask you, where have you been in your life? You tell them everything and they will require you to take a letter to that particular place that you said you are for them to write to them who you are, what you have done. So you can't lie to these people. Can't lie to these people. So the international NGO language that these people I will prepare apart after local and English, I think Arabic and French. French or Arabic. Yeah, you can learn Arabic or French if you like, because it's something that these people also want. Can I work with more than one organization? How can you work with more than one organization? I have no idea. I don't know how you think these NGOs are. I don't know. How can an NGO will pay you, like for example, 300 or 400 or 700,000 per month, and you think you can still work with another NGO also? These people that are taking attendance and you cannot leave the compound sometimes from 8 a.m. All till 5. Please, you can't. But if it is for these local NGOs, if you want to acquire skills, maybe you want to acquire experience, you can do that. Okay, this one is from 8 to 12. This one is from 12 to this. Because they are not paying you. Okay, Bakari Shanra. Although I missed the first lecture, yeah, we still upload our certificate. I didn't get you. Please, I didn't get this question. You can email me. I didn't get it. I missed it. But can we still upload our certificate? Yes, I talk about professional certificate. I talk about it. You have a professional certificate that you did somewhere. You upload it. That's what matters. That's what they want.